So some of the teachers were wondering if there's a device that you can get that will allow for a parallel printer to continue to be used on a computer that does not have a parallel port. There are a couple of different parallel ports that you need to be aware of. So paying attention to the different parallel ports is important. Here I have an eBay screen up. And you'll see that I've searched on eBay for parallel to USB adapter. What I've ended up finding is a number of different adapters. I'm going to show you which ones will work and which ones will not work. First, let's look at the ones that will not work. If you see here on this listing, it says USB to printer IEEE 1284 parallel port cable adapter. On the one end it has the USB. On the other end it has this strange looking plug. This is actually a female plug, and I know this because the holes and the input is basically going to accept a male connector. Unfortunately, this doesn't fit the cables that we have on our parallel printers in the school district. If you attempted to plug the parallel cable from one of our printers into this, it would not match up. Even though those cables are male and this is a female socket, it doesn't match. What you really need is something more like this. This is USB to DB25, and a DB25 indicates the number of pins that are in that receptacle. I've clicked on the eBay auction. This is a USB on one end and a DB25 female adapter on the other end. It's 25 because it has 25 pins, and if we counted them, we would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and then the last one here on the end makes 25. This is the female version of the male adapter you're going to have on your printer. So if you think about it, what you're going to end up with on your printer is, let me see if I can illustrate quickly what you're probably expecting to see. That's not what I want. This is what I want. So imagine your printer. Your printer is here, and it says printer inside. Printer. That is going to send a cable out that you would normally plug into a computer. Now this head is going to be a male head, which means it's going to have pins on it as opposed to holes. So the USB or the parallel printer that you want to connect to your computer, but you can't because you don't have a parallel port on your computer, that printer has a cable that attaches to it, and then you have a plug that is male. It has little pins on it. There will be 25 of those pins. What you need to be able to connect that to is a female adapter, and that female adapter is going to have an equal number of holes to match up with the pins that are on here. So here we have a DB25 male cable with 25 little pins. Here we're going to have a female adapter with 25 little holes for those pins to go into. Now obviously on the back of older computers that accept parallel printers, those holes are in the back of the computer. But our newer, more recent machines don't have those. So what you're going to end up getting if you go onto eBay buying a USB to DB25 female parallel converter, this looks very similar to what you would have seen on the back of an old computer, but now it's on the end of this cable. So what you're going to do is you're going to end up plugging your male cord from the printer into this thing and connecting the two of them. And then it continues on and ends up terminating in this USB connector that's going to connect to your computer in a USB slot. The disk that comes with this, I'm guessing, is probably some drivers which you may or may not need. I'm not sure. But if you're looking to get off of eBay or from some other source a converter, you absolutely want it to be a DB25 because the number of pins needs to be 25 pins. So if you say parallel the USB adapter DB25, you'll see what you end up getting is, for here for example, exactly what you want. US to printer DB25, a 25 pin parallel port adapter. And different options here. Most of them look to be really cheap, and so you should be able to solve this problem. If you don't have an eBay account but you would like to get something like this, you could let me know. I could purchase it for you. You could pay me back, or certainly things like this are probably also available on Amazon or other sites. If you searched another site, you might be able to find stuff like this. USB to parallel DB25. You look on Amazon, and what is Amazon going to have? The same basic thing. Looks like Amazon Prime has one for $9.15, and you're able to get that right away. So other options, certainly you should be able to get one of those to solve the problem that you have connecting your parallel printer to your computer with only USB spots.